Hey guys, and welcome back to Sports Television. Today, as you've seen in the title, I will be ranking all Super Bowls from 2000 on a scale, once again on tier maker from best to worst. Once again, this is an opinion. At the end of the video, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me what your favorite Super Bowl was. Tell me what the first Super Bowl that you remember watching was. Tell me if you had any Super Bowls that were memorable. And as always, leave a like on the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell to never miss an upload. Check out all my socials. You can follow them, like all the videos. I have my merch store that is still up and running. Got my website to always check out when we're uploading. And yes, for the big announcement, we hit 500. We're at 517 currently. So yes, I will be doing a live stream. We will not be doing a live stream tonight, and tonight is the 13th of April. On the 14th of April, so tomorrow, on April 14th, I'm going to say at 8 o'clock, I'm going to be streaming. I'm going to probably be streaming Madden. So let me know if you can join the live stream. If you want me to change the time to earlier or later, just tell me. But yeah, thank you guys all so much for 500, halfway to 1,000. We're on the road to 1,000, on the road to 600. Thank you guys so much, and the live stream will be coming tomorrow, once again, at 8 o'clock. If you want me to change the time for any reason, earlier or later, just let me know. And let's get into the video. Okay, so tier maker, once again, I will be ranking Super Bowls from 2000 and on. We have the best Super Bowl ever. This will be for maybe one or two. Great game, average, disappointing, and the worst Super Bowls. So yeah, so first up, let's start with Super Bowl 50. I'll be skipping around. This was Denver versus Carolina. I'm going to put this as a great game. Borderline meh, but I'm going to say great game. It was a really close game between the two teams. I have my cheat sheet, if you will, for the score, because I don't remember all of them. But this was Denver 24, Carolina 10. The Panthers were a pretty good team at the time. I think they were the best in the NFL. And Peyton Manning, on his final year, won the Super Bowl, so I think that's a great game, Super Bowl 50. Next, I have Super Bowl LI. This is the Atlanta Falcons against the Patriots, and that has to be one of the best Super Bowls that we've ever seen in the modern era, or any era. What a great game. What a comeback for Tom Brady. Winning it in overtime. Heartbreak for Atlanta Falcons fans that are out there, but that was truly one of the best Super Bowls that we may ever see in our lifetime. Next up, we got Super Bowl LVII, which is right here, which is Super Bowl 47. This was Super Bowl, it was the Ravens versus 49ers. This was a great game. If you don't remember, it was 34-31, Ravens won. This is when Colin Kaepernick had a chance of winning, tying the game. This was where the power outage was. It was a really good game. I highly recommend that game and Super Bowl 51 to rewatch. Both really good games. Next game, we have Super Bowl 35. This was another Ravens game. It was the Ravens against the Giants. And this was a very disappointing one. The Ravens blew out the Giants. I believe that the score was right here. It was played at Raymond James Stadium. It was 34-7. Blowout. Baltimore Ravens, one of the best defenses that we'll ever see among the 86 Bears. Really good defense, and they completely dominated the Giants. Next up, we have Super Bowl LIV. Super Bowl Live, as I like to call that, was the most recent one with the Chiefs against the 49ers. I'm going to say that was a good game because the comeback, I think that 49ers, it was disappointing for their fans. They had it, and then they blew it, a lot like Falcons fans. But this is still a good game. Two teams, sort of close. And yeah, it was a good game. Next, we have Super Bowl LII. If you guys don't remember, this is the game, Super Bowl 52. Super Bowl 52, it was Philadelphia versus New England, Philadelphia's first ever Super Bowl. I'm going to put that as a great game, really high in score, really well contested. I think it was just a great game. Next, we have Super Bowl 53, and this was one of the worst Super Bowls you'll ever see. This was the Rams Patriots game. 13-3 was the final score. Yes, 13-3. Very low scoring, very disappointing from two very high-powered offenses. And this was one of the worst Super Bowls ever. Next, we have Super Bowl XLIX 49. Super Bowl 49, if you don't remember, was the New England versus Seattle one, where it was the goal line stand. This is one of the greatest games ever played in Super Bowl history. I'm going to put it as one of the best ever played, up there with Super Bowl 51. Really good game, close down to the wire, and then a heartbreak on the 1-yard line for a Seahawks fan, 1 yard away from probably winning that game and winning their second Super Bowl. So this is a disappointing game for them. Next, we have Super Bowl XLVI, Super Bowl 46, and that was the Giants versus New England in 2011. That was a good game. I'm going to rate it as a great game. Next, we have Super Bowl XLVIII, Super Bowl 58. Super Bowl 58, if you don't remember, was right here. Seattle versus Denver. It was an absolute crush at MetLife. This was not a very good game at all. Very one-sided, much like that Ravens game. So I'm going to put that as a little worse than the Ravens game. I'm going to put that as one of the worst Super Bowls that we've seen. Next, we have Super Bowl. XLV, I believe, right? XLV, yep. And that was the Packers versus Seahawks game. Packers versus Pittsburgh game. Really good game. I'm going to rate that as a great game. Next, we have Super Bowl 40. Super Bowl 40 was at Ford Field, and it was 21-10. It was in Detroit. It was an average game, I think. So I think I'm gonna rate it a. I think I'm gonna rate it a meh. Average, nothing too special, just average. Next we have Super Bowl XLII. I think, and that was the better game that the Pittsburgh Steelers played in 2008 against Arizona with that toe tap catch in the back of the end zone, one of the most memorable moments in Super Bowl history. That I'm going to relate as a good Super Bowl. A lot of good Super Bowls in the Common Era. This one could be moved down to meh. I'm going to move down to meh because there's a lot of good other teams in a great game. But it was still a good storyline for Peyton Manning. Next, we have Super Bowl XLII. And XLII, I believe, was the 2008 Super Bowl where the Giants broke New England's 18-0 season. That is one of the greatest Super Bowls. So I'm going to say that's one of the best Super Bowls ever. Next, we have Super Bowl 34. Now, Super Bowl 34, I believe this was played right here. 2000, that was when, if you haven't seen those replays where player almost reaches the goal line but is just a yard short in the last play of the game. Heartbreaker. I think that was still a good game, though. I'm going to rate it as a meh. Next, we have Super Bowl 36, and Super Bowl 36, if you don't remember, is the game right here in the Superdome where New England beat St. Louis in 2002, 30-17. Close scoring game. I say it's an okay game. I'm just going to give it a meh. Next, we have Super Bowl 39, another good one if you haven't remembered. Right here, it was the New England versus Philadelphia. Philadelphia were in the Super Bowl 2005. Another really close game. I'm still going to rate it a meh. Not as good as the other ones, so I'm going to put that as a meh right here. Next, we have Super Bowl 38. And if you don't remember, Super Bowl 38 was in 2004. New England against Carolina. New England won again against the Panthers. I think this is another close-scoring game. I'm going to put it as another good game, but I'm going to put it as a meh. Okay. Next up, we got Super Bowl 37. And if you don't remember, Super Bowl 37 was right here. Tampa Bay against Oakland. Pretty disappointing game. Not really close. John Gruden, that was his Super Bowl win. I'm going to put that as disappointing. Next up, we got Super Bowl right here. I'm going to rate this Super Bowl, if you don't remember. It is right right here. Super Bowl XLI. Indianapolis versus Chicago. It was an okay game. I'm gonna rate it A as disappointing. Next we have Super Bowl right here. XLI. And that was right here, and that was the New Orleans versus Indianapolis one when the guy picked off the wide receiver Tracy Porter and ran back for the pick six. If you don't remember, I'm gonna rate that as a meh. So thank you all for watching until the end. The best Super Bowls in my opinion were Super Bowl 51, Super Bowl 49, and Super Bowl 42, all great Super Bowls. My great games were Super Bowl 47, Super Bowl 54, Super Bowl 53, 2, and then my meh, Super Bowl 50, Super Bowl 34, Super Bowl 38, then my disappointing Super Bowl 35, Super Bowl 37, and Super Bowl 41. And then my worst were the Rams Patriots, Super Bowl 52, and then my Seattle-Denver game for Super Bowl 48. Both bad Super Bowls, but, you know, there's a fair mix. You get some good Super Bowls, get some bad Super Bowls, but I think in the 2000s, we've had some good Super Bowls, more good than bad. I think after Super Bowl 53, we all needed a good Super Bowl 54, and we got it. We got a good game between San Francisco and Kansas City. As always, leave a like on the video, subscribe, do all that great stuff. Thank you guys so much for 500. Once again, there will be a live stream, as you all know, tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Comment down below if you can make it. Comment down below if you want me to change the time. But I will be streaming Madden, and the first people that get to go on there will get to decide the team I play and the team I play against. So thank you guys for everything, and stay safe.
You decide if you're ever gonna let me know. Yeah, suicide.